Is the interest on savings bonds taxable? The interest on savings bonds is taxable at the federal level but not at the state or local level. There are many kinds of United States Treasury bonds, including savings bonds that are labeled Series Z or Series I. Series Z is an older version of Series Z and no longer pays interest. The government uses different methods to compute the interest paid on the two series, each with its own fixed rates. Series E is a fixed interest rates accrual bond, while Series I is an accrual bond that earns a fixed rate plus a variable inflation rate based on the Bureau of Labor Statistics index called the Consumer Price Index, Urban. An accrual bond is one in which the interest is added to the value of the bond and paid when the bond is cashed. Federal tax on the interest on savings bonds may be paid semi-annually, annually, or when the bond is cashed at the election of the taxpayer. Series E bonds are purchased at 50% of full face value if paper bonds are chosen, but at full face value if purchased electronically. In practice, this means the purchaser will buy a $100 US paper bond for $50 US or a $50 US electronic bond for $50 US, both worth $100 US at maturity. Series I bonds are purchased at full face value without respect to the manner of purchase. Both Series E and Series I bonds are 30-year maturity bonds. The reason Series I bonds are always purchased at face value is that the inflation rate is unknown and subject to markets, thus the final value of the bond cannot be predicted accurately. Both series of bonds must be held for 12 months before they can be redeemed. If the bondholder cashes the bond during the first 5 years, he will be penalized 3 months interest. Both bonds may be used in a program to finance education, and in this case the interest on savings bonds is forgiven. The U.S. Treasury offers another inflation-protected bond, the Treasury Inflation-Protected Security Bond. Someone wishing to buy savings bonds, especially if there is a possibility of using the savings bonds for education, should be sure to buy Series I bonds, not TIPS. Unlike Series Z and Series I bonds, interest paid in the TIPS program is taxable even when used for education.